What's up, guys? We're on Review2Review today to discuss oddly satisfying TV shows. Scroll on over to Netflix, check out Travelers. Travelers is a sci-fi TV show, and Jayla, do you remember me trying to get you to watch this?
I remember, skimming through and coming into the room and not maybe getting the full episode, but enough to get the gist of what's going on.
Travelers is one of those shows where if you can watch the first episode, you'll know if you want to watch the rest of the show. But what you gather from the first episode is pretty much Eric McCormick, if you recognize that name from Will and Grace.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's the guy from Will and Grace. He's the lead in this show. And Enrico Colantoni. I wish you'd come on the show and tell us how to say your name correctly, but we do love you in Travelers. He's the medic in the show. You might have that acts like Just One Shot or Bones or Veronica Mars. So kind of the heavy in the show. Everyone else is kind of unknown at the time. And even though you're unknown at the time, we'd love to have you on the show and discuss what you'd love to watch on TV, guys. We love your show. But what happens in the show is people from the future are able to develop a technology where they send their subconscious back into people who are dying, right? Like the 10, 15 seconds before they're going to die. Their subconscious is implanted, saving them from their moment of peril because they have this knowledge that was stored in the public records, of course, how the person died, and they prevent that from happening. It's so interesting. They use these people's credentials to do different things, to accomplish different missions that they know need to happen to protect the earth as we know it and the future that they have seen. And ultimately, if they do their job right, they can stop this potential future from ever happening. And if you love time travel like I love time travel, you know that that's one of the things that that they don't get right in movies. They go back and it's like, oh, you get to relive this. But if you go back in time and you do something correctly to change it, that moment would never happen. But you'd have to watch shows like Loki to figure this out. And trust me, we will be discussing shows like Loki in our DC and Marvel category. Trust me, we'll have great acts, great guests, and great opinions about these things. And all of these opinions are based in facts because you can't argue with any of these serious comic book fans online. We don't like terms like nerds and geeks just because we're smart. And I don't even consider myself to be one of the smarter ones in this category. But I need you to know two things. If you have 1 hour to watch one episode on a show on Netflix, it's Travelers. Like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know what you think.